Here is Cam Little, ready to get this thing started. And off we go here in Cincinnati. This returnable from the 4. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
They put Wilson in motion.
EQ. Hey, Ken. It's Ken. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
Easy. Here we go.
Dell motioning over. A 1st down throw for Fields. That one caught by Tank Dell. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
No loss. Here we go. First right. Angel.
Dell motioning over.
Right.
2nd down. It's Fields. Open man downfield. It's Nico Collins. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
Second and 7.
Here we go, son.
In motion now, it's Collins. Fields now on 2nd down. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal.
Yep. Here we go, son.
In motion now, it's Collins.
Hey, number. Hey,
Now a second down throw for Fields. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board. Point after try forthcoming. He gets it to go. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Yeah! And it'll be brought down past the 25. Field position to start this drive.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion.
Shot.
Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Get set. 11-11. Shot.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Gun. Shot. 11. 11 MT. Shot.
Burrow working in the pistol. This one complete to Higgins. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
A carry here for Brown. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7.
11, Thomas. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. 11, MT. 11, MT. God.
Now, Burrow. The outside, complete to Thomas. And the Bengals are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. That's good for 11 and a 1st down. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now,
Here we
going to
go.
put the finishing touches on.
11,
It's
Thomas.
1st and goal.
God.
Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm 1, ready? Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. God.
They'll go with him again. And this one ruined quickly.
Hey, we're good.
Take
we're
him
good.
back to the 5-yard
11,
line.
MT, take. God.
They go play action for Burrow. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10, it's 1st and goal. That is a big-time play. It's a gain of 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal.
Here we go.
Taylor going to try to pull his way in. Good blocking, and he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and through. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Let's get set.
Here's Brown, and he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, it's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. They'll try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. God!
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow here on second down. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with first and goal.
So the big play gets him down close, and now it's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Chase Browns. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
Dell motioning over. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
11. Yep. Hey, 10. Out, let's go. Hey, 10. All right.
Fields now to throw on first down. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here we go, Scott.
Now, Fields. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Here we go, son.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. In motion now, it's Collins.
You got it. Hey, 10. Right.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, sir.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
In motion now, it's Collins. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Here's Fields. He pulls it in around the 5. And this is going to set him up with 1st and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal.
That's right. Delta, Delta. Alpha, 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 Alpha. Right.
Fields. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. The extra point is good. And the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On, ready?
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12. Time.
Now Brown. And he'll get about 5. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Let's get set. 11 MT, take. Time.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here we go. Shot.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty.
On first down, Burrow. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Throwing now on third and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Off the play action, here's Fields. This one complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Hey, 551, 551.
They go play action with Fields. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. It's second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here we go. Hey, 10.
Fields now on second down. Open man downfield. It's Nico Collins. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Go.
Play action now for Fields. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Here we go.
This one caught at the 4. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty.
And he'll take it on in. Nico Collins. Touchdown Steelers. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11. Don?
Burrow working in the pistol. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Burrow now. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Gun. Dot. 11, 11. Dot.
To throw is Burrow. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Steelers has it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
11. Here we go.
They'll run here with Brown. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Here we go, here we go. Back.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
On one, right? Here we go. Back.
Back to throw, Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick six. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Dot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Dell motioning over.
Right.
Wow. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Don't jump. Ready? Extend. Punch right. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got it at the 7, and he's going to be taken down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, son.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Tonight.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he will score again. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Here's 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go, here we go. That.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
2nd and 11.
Gun. That.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
11. 12.
Now, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. 12.
Now, Burrow. That's taken in by Thomas. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
11. That.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
Angel. Here we go.
In motion now, it's Collins.
Mayday. Hey, Ken.
Fields from the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Right.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Chip Swear. Hey, never mind. Monday. Hey, Chan. Good night.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A throw left side finds Dell. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
11. Go. Right.
Now, Fields. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
Here we go, Scott.
In motion now, it's Collins. Crazy. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go, Scott. Sit high.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6?
Here we go.
It's 1st and goal. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here.
Here we go,
Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes back.
It is brought in the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Steelers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. His kick is good. And the Steelers will add 1 more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Don't jump.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. He will get this to the 35, a little short of the first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Hey, Ken. Go.
Fields. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here we go.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Right.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. Oh, the ball is out. The Bengals have got it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. You got a mini base. Why not? Right.
Fields. Throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback. The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times the defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
Right. Here we go, son.
2nd down. It's Fields. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be taken down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Move back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, side.
That's Washington, the man in motion.
Right.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. Third and goal.
Here we go.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And good work there by the defense. They stop him at the 9 to force 4th down. The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. This about as short as you can get. The kick is perfect. Right down the middle. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Let's get set.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Side.
A carry here for Brown. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Gun.
3rd
Back.
and 6.
11. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11.
Here's Burrow. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
Here's Brown. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
12. Here we go. 11. Dot.
Burrow working in the pistol. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it's going to be third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Angel.
They go right back to Taylor. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here we go.
Here's Taylor. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So this was a win for the visiting Steelers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.